How Good Are The Poor by Victor Hugo. Il est nuit, la cabine est pauvre. 'Tis night within the close stout cabin door. The room is wrapped in shade save where there fall some twilight rays that creep along the floor, and show the fisher's nets upon the wall. In the dim corner from the oaken chest, a few white dishes glimmer. Through the shade stands a tall bed with dusky curtains dressed, and a rough mattress at its side is laid. 5 children on the long, low mattress lie, a nest of little souls, it heaves with dreams. In the high chimney the last embers die, and redden the dark room with crimson gleams. The mother kneels and thinks, and pale with fear, she prays alone, hearing the billows shout. While to wild winds, to rocks, to midnight drear, the ominous old ocean sobs without. Poor wives of fishers, ah, 'tis sad to say, our sons, our husbands, all that we love best, our hearts, our souls, are on those waves away, those ravening wolves that know not ruth nor rest. Think how they sport with these beloved forms, and how the clarion-blowing wind unties above their heads the tresses of the storms. Perchance even now the child, the husband, dies. For we can never tell where they may be who, to make head against the tide and gale, between them and the starless, soulless sea have but one bit of plank with one poor sail. Terrible fear, we seek the pebbly shore, cry to the rising billows, bring them home. Alas, what answer gives their troubled roar to the dark thought that haunts us as we roam? Janet is sad, her husband is alone, wrapped in the black shroud of this bitter night. His children are so little, there is none to give him aid. Were they but old, they might. Ah, mother, when they too are on the main, how wilt thou weep? Would they were young again. She takes his lantern, 'tis his hour at last she will go forth, and see if the day breaks, and if his signal fire be at the mast. Ah, no, not yet, no breath of morning wakes. No line of light o'er the dark water lies. It rains, how black is rain at morn. The day comes trembling, and the young dawn cries like a baby fearing to be born. Sudden her humane eyes that peer and watch through the deep shade, a mouldering dwelling find, no light within, the thin door shakes, the thatch o'er the green walls is twisted of the wind. Yellow and dirty as a swollen rill, ah me, she saith, here does that widow dwell. Few days ago my good man left her ill, I will go in and see if all be well. She strikes the door, she listens, none replies, and Janet shudders. Husbandless, alone, and with 2 children, they have scant supplies. Good neighbor, she sleeps heavy as a stone. She calls again, she knocks, 'tis silent still. No sound, no answer. Suddenly the door, as if the senseless creature felt some thrill of pity, turned, and open lay before. She entered, and her lantern lighted all the house so still, but for the rude waves' din. Through the thin roof the plashing raindrops fall, but something terrible is couched within. So, for the kisses that delight the flesh, for mother's worship, and for children's bloom, for song, for smile, for love so fair and fresh, for laugh, for dance, there is one goal, the tomb. And why does Janet pass so fast away? What hath she done within that house of dread? What foldeth she beneath her mantle grey? And hurries home, and hides it in her bed. With half-averted face and nervous tread, what hath she stolen from the awful dead? The dawn was whitening over the sea's verge, as she sat pensive, touching broken chords of half-remorseful thought, while the hoarse surge held a sad concert to her broken words. Ah, my poor husband, we had 5 before, already so much care, so much to find, for he must work for all, I give him more. What was that noise, his step, ah no, the wind? That I should be afraid of him I love. I have done ill, if he should beat me now I would not blame him, did not the door move. Not yet, poor man. She sits with careful brow wrapped in her inward grief, nor hears the roar of winds and waves that dash against his prow, nor the black cormorant shrieking on the shore. Sudden the door flies open wide, and lets noisily in the dawn light scarcely clear, and the good fisher, dragging his damp nets, stands on the threshold with a joyous cheer. "'Tis thou," she cries, and, eager as a lover, leaps up and holds her husband to her breast. Her greeting kisses all his vesture cover. "'Tis I, good wife," and his broad face expressed. How gay his heart that Janet's love made light. What weather was it, hard, your fishing, bad. The sea was like a nest of thieves tonight, but I embrace thee, and my heart is glad. There was a devil in the wind that blew. I tore my net, caught nothing, broke my line, and once I thought the bark was broken too. What did you all the night long, Janet mine? She, trembling in the darkness, answered, I. Oh, not I sewed, I watched, I was afraid. The waves were loud as thunders from the sky, but it is over. Shyly then she said, our neighbor died last night, it must have been when you were gone. She left two little ones, so small, so frail, William and Madeline, the one just lisps, the other scarcely runs. The man looked grave, and in the corner cast his old fur bonnet, wet with rain and sea, muttered a while and scratched his head. At last, we have 5 children, this makes 7, said he. Already in bad weather we must sleep sometimes without our supper. Now, ah well, 'tis not my fault. These accidents are deep, it was the good God's will, I cannot tell. Why did he take the mother from those scraps, no bigger than my fist? 'Tis hard to read, a learned man might understand, perhaps, so little, they can neither work nor need. Go fetch them, wife, they will be frightened sore, if with the dead alone they waken thus. That was the mother knocking at our door, and we must take the children home to us. Brother and sister shall they be to ours, and they will learn to climb my knee at even. When he shall see these strangers in our bowers, more fish, more food, will give the God of heaven. I will work harder, I will drink no wine, go fetch them. Wherefore dost thou linger, dear? Not thus were wont to move those feet of thine. She drew the curtain, saying, they are here. B.P. Alexander.